Skull, Badwater, EU1. Standard rules apply. If you're not sounding my voice, please, you know, go to the main menu, go to the mute button, which is the ear with the X through it, and select my name from the list and say mute in-game voice. That shuts up real quick, and you know, let you play the game without the inconveniencing you. Otherwise, when you hear me, you know, talk about stuff, you know, all well and good. Anyway, today we're in Badwater. I would say, of all the Scars servers and current stock maps at the moment, it's one of the more comp-friendly ones. You see a lot more competitive players into this one than, say, something like Gold Rush, which is usually more dirt. You know, either's good. You know, I have nothing against comp. I mean, I think it's a nice way of exploring how weapons work and what their maximum effectiveness could be. But, you know, I find that I have a little bit of a difference with the comp mentality with the actual game sometimes. But that's a different matter anyway. I mean, that's precisely the point. That's it. I mean, yeah. Personally, I like pub servers because it really does push the fun angle more than trying to win the game. You know, you win the game, you have fun, but it's not like you're doing it too much. But yeah. Anyways, what's going on at the moment? So we're going teams. Blue's team, a little bit admin heavy, I would say that. Red, on the other hand, that's looking good for a defense. Although actually, odd. That's a very odd choice actually. That looking at that, I'm not sure it's going to hold. So we've got two slightly imbalanced teams. On the cart. Okay, who is that there? Reki there, I think. Sniper on the cart. Now that is strange behaviour. Oh wow, Turd King. Now that was just it. Party goes on the cart. Nope. And then just jumps away again. Now this is interesting start to the game so far. Red have kind of been. I'm not sure what's going on, but Red have been on a wild goose chase up back. They kind of all decided to turn backwards for some reason. Blue haven't really managed to break out yet. To be fair, this was reasonably okay. You can get stuck in it quite hard though. Surprising the amount of times that teams have lost 0.1 Badwater, but usually it goes reasonably well. Anyway, what we're seeing at the moment is, oh, there's Turd King. I'm loving his playstyle actually, which is jump in, smite somebody, and then jump out again. It's a good way to play the game. It requires good reflexes. The only problem is though, it's a bit of a gamble. Like that, I just saw there. Yeah, he jumped in, jumped out, didn't get anybody. But in any case though, Blue are in the tunnel. Now it's looking good. Okay, they've got things going. Cart is moving, and they're getting on with it. That's the thing, you know, usually with a good team actually, they'll start getting the objective down straight away. That gives you a margin for error, so if something goes wrong, you've at least got that progress down. It's kind of like doing your homework on a Tuesday before it's in next week on a Monday. You know, just out the way. Okay, so can't lurching to the point. Oh, and is that who's that? Jar on that or JC? I can't. Damn it! You keep running around. JC with the backscatter there on that medic. Oh, that's lovely. And there we go. Blue's got that nicely down. Okay, so 6 minutes 20 on the clock. Not too much time. Now on point 2, for me this is one of the better defensive locations. In older times, this used to be a pretty hard point to get, but since people are more familiar with the map, it's been a lot easier and easier. Now really, red teams need to be on that roof straight away and fortify that. If you can do that, you can stop the cart from moving. However though, I have a bad feeling that red have been severely pushed back. There's Turd King. Uh-oh, no, bounced. I do wish there was some sort of new heavy weapon for anti-aircraft, you know, because jumping is now a big part of this game, a very large part of this game, and I wish there was a little anti-air in there, you know, a reserve shooter, but it doesn't feel like it's a huge repellent of sorts. You know, heavy with an anti-aircraft gun, which doesn't really do much damage to land targets, but tons to airborne targets, that'd be fun. It'd be complete annoying and maybe broken, but I don't know, I kind of like that stuff. Personally, I like the short circuit. Now in any case, Blues have been repulsed somewhat, but I think they're taking a breather, that's all. Oh, there's Borders there. Nice work, takes down that sentry and just gets in and gets out. Well, he gets out a bit and then dies horribly to a scout. Or maybe a sniper, I'm not sure. Okay, 4 minutes 45. It seems as if red are just about holding this, but you know, blue could be going in for the kill here. they're not really pushing the cart. They're trying to kill off red, which is kind of same thing, kind of not. You push the cart, you block off that doorway. Red's reinforcements have been cut, and then it's a lot easier to get them. Now that's the thing, that cart needs teaching over. More time there. No, red are just about holding this, and this is the thing, they're now being forced to hard defend that cart. This is the thing, sometimes if you kind of go for an objective, it forces a team to do something else. You know, take a look at Steel. Oh, Steel is one of those masterclass games of dicking around the objectives to annoy the enemy team. Now, blue team simply hit A, then start hitting E, and keep alternating between them and confusing a team to defend 2 points at once. Same can be said here with this. I mean, red are now having to sit on the cart. Now that's luring them out. Less favourable position than standing back. Saying that though, red are doing a good job overall actually. They're doing reasonably well. What's going on here? Looks like red are trying to reclaim the roof or the back end area. That becomes relevant though when that point is taken. This is the thing. Bit of a break in the fight at the moment. It seems like something's going on somewhere. Not sure where the action is. It just seems as blue haven't really got a move on. They're kind of slumbering a little. And that cart is going back. This ain't good. Red have suddenly upped their game a bit. Yeah, they're doing pretty well actually. Now this is the thing. Blue pushed that cart earlier. They might have had this, but they kind of took their time. Oh, nice work there. Nice work from the borders actually. That guy is seriously keeping the sentries under control. And you know I like that in the play. You know, people kind of estimate the value of sentries sometimes. I know they don't, but sometimes you know in the corner. Sometimes the entire cornerstone of enemy's defense is a sentry or two. Just take those things down. Sometimes you can crack an entire team. But in any case, though, something's peculiar is going on here. But I just can't see blue team. They're nowhere near the cart. I think they're fighting up the back end. There's a lot of back end, but there goes an Uber. Okay, can blue finally get this point down? Okay, there it goes, but that cart's moved all the way back. They've got to get this one done with now. It's looking strong. And Turd King taken down by red there. It jumped. There's this push that blue needed. Nice, 5 minutes on the clock. Now this is the trickiest of areas. If blue team don't get a move on here and take point 3 and red gets it set up, they could be stuck and this game could be over. Blue need to blitz this cart now. They need to make sure everything's out of the way and get that cart moving. Red, likewise, they've got to try and scramble into place. They've got to consolidate very quickly. If they don't do that, blue can simply get the next bit of point and they move up their spawn and they've got maximum time on the clock. So this is a very decisive. I would say this is the most important point on the map. Okay, look at blue team. Okay, they're moving up like champions now. This is a lot more effort than before. Okay, red are moving back out. Oh, Munoz there. I think using the short circuit. Oh, bless you, sir. How to annoy Demomen. Seriously, sometimes I like playing engineer, using the short circuit and running ahead of the team, especially ones that start going crits, because they get so hacked off when you bring out short circuit like that. There goes an Uber. Red's in there. Double sentry power. Double sentry destruction. And, oh, that's massive gaping hole where a defense used to be. And nice work there from blue. Now, maximum time on the clock here. 9 minutes 30, so I think about 10 minutes maximum time on the server. Or map. Now, this is the last point. Now, this is a tricky one because you can push it in one go if you're lucky. But if red can keep a stalwart defense up here, it's pretty devastating. Also, if they counter-attack very well and take back that small corridor, it's a pain in the arse to get that cart moving again. But look at this blue team now. This is a completely different blue team than point 2. Now, they were lethargic at point 2, they didn't really move up, and they just blitz through 1 point, and they're moving up now. Oh, nice work from Loco Syndrome there. Sees the sentry, destroys the sentry. This is important, you know, got to take these things down. And that's something I find with engineers. I mean, I don't understand the practice of building a sentry in spawn and moving it out. It takes too long. Okay, fair enough, you get the build because you get the maximum crates and all that kind of stuff. But then you've got to spend time moving that thing, and if you get stabbed while doing that, it's incredibly frustrating. There goes another Uber. Okay, Blue are using more Ubers now. Since they started medicing up, they've been doing massive successes. I think we can see a pattern here. Just use more medics sometimes. Look at that. Blue is coming for dominations here. Okay, I think this is the thing. Red need to now build up some sort of defences. Engineers might want to start working with other engineers and build up some level 3 sentries. Because 2 level 1s aren't going to do jack. 1 level 3 has been much better than 2 level 1s. Okay, Flapjack up there, nicely working out. Okay, now that's the thing. I think Blue is now getting a little bit tired and fatigued. This is the best time for Blue to Red to really start getting things built up and possibly on the go on the counter attack. This is the thing, actually, important thing with the Red team, they need to counter attack, keep Blue team on their toes. If you don't do that, what Blue team does, they just simply keep pounding away at you until you break down. Sometimes you've got to fight back and kind of disrupt their plans. I mean, take out teleports if you can. That's a great one for a Red team. You take a spy or a scout, go back to their entrance teleporter, blast that up, or sap it or whatever, and suddenly Blue's logistic train has been destroyed. They have to walk all the way forwards. And 2 factors. Number 1, you got to remember that Blue's respawn time is something around 5 or 6 seconds, which is short. Whereas Red's can send like 12 to 20. Devastating difference. So you want to maximise that. Try and get Blue up to yours with extra walking time. So that makes it a little bit fair. At least ease less pressure on you. And at the same time, destroying teleports repeatedly breaks morale. People hate having to walk in this game. Unfortunately, I think Red, last days of summer here, I think Blue are dominating the area. It's not looking good. There's a lot of desperation going on here, and I think that Blue have this. And it's down. Nice work there from Blue.